What's up, Drew? About to do the intro. What's up? Why?
You got some Schmick on your shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your boy Boogie. And you already know who it is behind the camera. Your boy Solo. Hey, Jesse, you got the lotion?
Yes.
Thank God. Yeah, no, for real. Over here looking like
something to eat.
Yeah. Old beard thing.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, smoked sausage, my favorite. It's like, okay, yeah. Appreciate it, dog. Yeah, over here taking care of me. Appreciate it, bro. All right, getting our guests. Appreciate you coming to the 804 podcast. Thank you. The intro. Already know. Yeah, featuring.
Cocoa butter only.
Let me step my game up.
Facts. Yep, so we about to go ahead, go up, and let's get this show on the road.
All right, everybody, welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
And today we have a very special guest. Jade TheDon.
Yes, indeed.
The one and only.
Yes, indeed. Real quick, episode check. Episode number check.
54.
Hey.
54. Great. Oh, somebody getting old. Yeah. Getting in that new year, right?
Golly.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, y'all.
Happy New Year's, y'all.
Happy New Year's, yeah.
Merry Christmas and all that.
All that noise, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Who
You
got the
gifted.
quote of the day for us?
You got it out? If you don't, it's alright.
Happy New Year's, y'all.
Okay.
Alright.
What does that mean to you?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Happy New Year's. I'm having a Happy New
Forget
Year's,
about
y'all.
everything that happened in 2020 and new chapter.
I got it from somebody, actually, somebody's story. Going broke after investing is not the same as going broke after impressing.
That's a word.
Cat. But yeah, but go ahead. Okay, so somebody asked me the question, right? Yeah. Somebody asked me the question real quick.
What does that mean to you?
There's nothing like investing in yourself and your future self. Going broke after impressing or spending your money on just impressing, that satisfaction is gonna last very, very shortly. So like, yeah, especially nowadays, niggas ain't even going out. So like, you really flexing for no reason. You flexing for the living room, nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, right. I mean, you're not.
Yeah, okay, but
Now somebody like Alex, you know, that's on a regular. But it's tough. It's tough out
not
here.
doing nothing, yeah.
Right, yeah. So you over there flexing for the dust mites. So yeah, I mean, yeah, right, yeah. So right, so. But you know, I mean, no. I mean, I do both. So yeah, right. I like to impress myself and distress myself and invest in myself. So yeah. Speaking, yeah, you know.
All three.
Yeah, making business moves though. So yeah, that's my quote for today. So
Facts.
let's get it bopping.
Like I said, we have Jade TheDon.
Yes, indeed.
Who is just dropped something new.
I did.
On the ass?
Yeah, some that I've been withholding for a long time. So when you listen to this record, it's kind of just like, dag, like what's she going through, you know? And it's actually based on things that happened in my life, and I just felt like it was not only a bop, but it was also something that I was able to just get off my chest and just put out there and just let it go at that point.
Now, for those who don't know the title, it's called Queen. Okay.
So what led you to that for title?
It's funny because I didn't actually have a title for this song. I went to go see my engineer Ben, aka Under the Sun. Shout out to you, my boy.
Sir.
He made the cover art for me and sent it to me, and it just said Queen smack there right on the front, and I said, all right, bet. So it was fire. It was fire.
One thing I saw that actually kind of intrigued me. I actually saw it this morning. Obviously a mutual friend of ours, Latrice the Goddess. It seemed like you worked on our Mixed Emotions EP, and actually as a producer. So real quick, I guess just maybe go in depth about that and like what you do on the producer side. So I didn't even know you did that actually. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like a self-taught everything. Like when you look on my page and you see my bio, you see boom, 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 boom.
Of course.
It's like everything I do, figured it out myself, you know. So when it came to my own music, you know, once COVID hit and things like that, it was like, do I really want to stay here and spend my bread on the studio, or can I just figure out how to do it myself? So I just sat down, went through hundreds of YouTube videos, and started recording myself. So when it comes to R&B artists and singers and things like that, people who sound kind of like me, I know how to mix them. So when I saw Latrice at Melodic, I was like, she sounded like me when I first started rapping. Like, I could just figure out how to put her ideas together.
A
It
lot
could
of
be a
emotion.
banger. Yeah.
You know, that.
So when we sat down and actually started, thinking about everything, she was like, "Here's my beats, here's my lyrics. I just need you to like coach me through it, basically." And I was like, "Bet." So took us a couple of months, and I'm really proud of her, and just really also proud of myself because I didn't think that was something I could do. Because when it comes to being an engineer, you want to be particular about what you put out because that's a reflection of you and your artist. So, and I don't want to just put something out there, just say, "Hey, I did it." I want it to actually be something that people hear and then they're like, "Oh, okay, that's actually really good." You know what I'm saying?
Focus on the quality instead of
Right.
the quantity.
Right. Yep. So don't rush your art, y'all. Like when it's ready to drop, it'll drop.
I got one. What would you say to your younger self in the industry? What would you like when you were just starting out? I would say, like, what would you say now?
Young buck,
Mm.
young Jade,
Yeah.
very young mother. Yeah. I think I could agree. Hey, go sit your little ass down somewhere. You ain't saying it.
And then you come in,
Yeah, I could give you one wish and a half. Yeah, like no, you're not doing much. Yeah.
And I honestly would say to have more discernment. I'm from Jersey, so when I first came down here to Richmond,
Shout
the
out
music
Jersey.
scene was like completely different to what I'm used to. And when I first walked into it, it seemed like it was more open to people wanting to collab and things like that versus Jersey and New York, where it's like, oh, okay, like you rap, everybody rap, shut up. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of came down here with kind of a hedge up, but it was like I was still open to working with people who was open to working with me as well. And it's like some people might see me and say, "Oh yeah, you might have potential," or "Oh, you're not good enough," or whatever. So nothing I would tell myself is have more confidence. Like you're good, and people who are watching, you're good. Like don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do. If that's what you want to do and that's what you're really serious about, go out there and try to perfect your craft. You can't. Not everybody's gonna be like these mainstream people sounding a particular way. Everybody has a unique sound, and you should just focus on the good qualities you have and beat
originality
yourself
too.
up. Yeah.
Real quick on what part of Jersey?
Oh, Piscataway, you already
Okay.
know.
Oh, yeah,
Feel
shout out
me?
to yeah, my mom's from Newark. So,
Her,
right,
yeah.
her Whitney. So,
Mhm.
right, yeah.
North, Orange,
Right,
Brunswick,
yeah.
all them.
Bobby,
Yeah.
Bobby. Yeah, so
Plainfield.
it's called that kind.
What keeps you going? What makes you? What keeps you being hungry?
Um,
Keeps the Don.
dang, that is a tricky one.
Okay, Nick, I see
Honestly,
you.
right.
Wu-Tang
Honestly, I
Clan.
feel like it would just be when I close my eyes at night. Most of the time, I can't sleep because I am thinking of what I want to be in the future. So it's just like, girl, there's not enough time in the day for you to be laying in your bed playing around. You need to get up and do something. A lot of things that my friends tell me all the time and my family is, we never see you because you're always doing something, and that's because I cannot sit down. That's why I have
That's good.
so many things on my bucket list that I am doing and currently trying to perfect because I cannot stop. And sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing, and I need to learn how to balance both. Being healthy and realizing I'm a human being and not a robot, but also still getting my things done and also still having a personal life and things like that. So, yeah.
I actually have a two-parter. You talked earlier about like the importance of confidence. I guess how do you translate that to your performance?
Performing is not easy for me. I mean, like, even going to melodic, I've been going to melodic for a year and some change.
Hey, you
and
rock
I
out on melodic. I will
still,
say.
Yeah,
I
that's how we
still
all
get nervous.
noticed it.
Like, and
Yeah, we
honestly,
can't tell because you're always usually
Yeah.
controlling the crowd. Yeah, they always know the words or like yeah, it's always a buzz.
Yo, and I appreciate that because, like, I don't know what I look like when I'm on stage.
Oh,
I kind of
man,
just
yeah.
black out, So
Oh,
Man,
it's like, I
you
gotta
got
get
Alex in my ear,
character,
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. I'm like Alex. I'm like, yo, you told me this one more time. I forgot that I came here with the nigga. I forgot. We both got the same wristlet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
We both got the same cash app. Yeah, the 14. So yeah, I'm like, bitch. I'm like, Al. I swear to God.
We get it.
Yeah, I get it. I like her too. Yeah,
Performing is definitely something that I've had to work on over time. Like, I've always been in band and choir and theater. And one thing about performing that people might not realize, when you're going up there, one, it is not easy to do. So when somebody actually does put themselves out there and go on stage, you give them the utmost respect because unless you go in before them, behind them, whatever, you don't know what that person had to do to get up on that stage.
I don't really,
You know what I'm
I ain't really
saying?
into that performance shit.
Right. So it's just like you sitting here bashing somebody else for going on stage and trying to, branch themselves out and become better, and you just sitting there shooting people down. So when it comes to me and performing, I kind of gotta get into character. Remember that I am the Don, and I call myself that for a reason. And then I go up on stage and I execute. And then I get off stage and I'm like, "Whoo, child, I am tired, girl." Like it is a lot, but I love it.
Actually, the second part too is how we touched on a little bit. Favorite part about Melodic Mondays, since that's where we met you. So.
Just the atmosphere, like meeting y'all, Ajani. Shout out to Ajani.
Of course.
Attitude Adjustments, Cream of the Crop. Everybody I've met there has been so genuine, and that's what I mean by having discernment when I was a young buck, because I didn't get into melodic till about a year and some change ago. I've been in Virginia for about 3-4 years now. So my first 2 years of me trying to get into music was difficult because the people I was surrounding myself with were not people who were trying to push me forward. They were trying to hold me back.
Yeah.
So when I actually got into when I
Yeah.
got into the melodic space and I seen people like y'all who are actually willing to work with people, and we can still have a cool vibe and a cool connection, whatever the case is, and we can actually do business at the same time.
As long as we get our cut.
Exactly.
Everybody
Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a
definitely.
business is. And I feel like people forget that is that I can have a friendship relationship with you, but if we're doing business, we gotta make sure we cut ties at certain points, because at the end of the day, I don't want to mess up your pockets, and you shouldn't want to mess up my pockets.
Right. And that's good. That's just being professional. Like a good working relationship. You can be friends and also handle business at the same time. You just don't want them to cross over. Like you see, like business can go bad sometimes, but then the friendship can still be there. Or good.
And that's why you be seeing at restaurants when it's like, oh, employees and management cannot be friends. That's the reason why, right there. You're gonna be messing with the money, messing with the business.
Come on, let me just hold it to him.
Right.
It was like, all right.
I saw like throughout the summer, you went with the VA Premier playlist and started poetry and politics.
Yeah.
You had, you kind of ventured out. Talk to me about what it was like when that idea first came to the table.
Right. So, poetry and politics was honestly it was my baby. It was like I was on YouTube. I had done my first episode of For Your Mental, which was me basically talking about the same topics, talking about politics, history, COVID, things like that, because that's when COVID first kicked off. And I dropped the episode on YouTube, and I was like, dang, this is exhausting. Like, having to sit down and record myself, edit, and then after that, do the video to go behind my audio, that was a lot. So, right.
Yeah.
And that was
54 episodes.
right. 50, look, I could not, right? So when the View Premiere playlist first reached out to me, we talked about me being a social media consultant, basically, helping them get more followers to the page, bring people over. And I was just like, hey, I have this idea. What if I just basically condensed it down to an IG live, and then instead of me sitting at a microphone in my room for 6 hours, recording and editing, we can just bang it out in 1 hour, have it like boom, 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 and then post it on the live, post it on IG and see what we can get. After that, like, everybody was on board with it. We started pushing out flyers, started pushing out promo, I started getting topics together for the first episode, always trying to pick things that not only were important to us as black people, but also things that people should just know in general as well. Because a lot of things that we should know about, we don't, and we have it right here on our phones. We can just look it up and go on Google and figure it out for ourselves. And not everything you find on Google social media is correct, which also challenges you to find the truth and not just lean on other people's understanding. And that's one thing I always said on Poetry and Politics is, regardless of what I say, always go out and find it for yourself. Come back to the show, and then we can have a discussion. We can have a conversation about it. And, right. So it's like we can always agree to disagree, but just know this is a platform where it's safe for everybody to express how they feel, especially with everything that was going on at the time.
I'd say, kind of going with Alex's kind of younger person kind of question. Have you seen any signs of progression for yourself? Anything that you look back and like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Get into
definitely.
the details.
Definitely music-wise. I'm a poet first. So when I got into the music scene down here in Virginia, all I had was my poems in my phone. That's it. So it was kind of just like to hear the songs I first did in the studio and remember remembering how nervous I was, and how I was like, oh my gosh, this is finally like being laid down, and I'm hearing it for the first time versus doing it now, and I'm just like, Dad, like, you was good then, but you're also good now, and I can see how I've improved in certain ways, and also see how I need to continue to improve in other ways. So I just feel like it's always good to look back on what you've previously done, and then just keep working on it, and then see what you can push out in the future.
You got anything else?
All right. Yeah, I got one of my questions. Y'all know. It's not.
We almost done with the questions, right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Look,
Yeah, yeah.
Look.
So I'm not. It's like I said. It's not an age question. So, but yeah.
Pump fake you. Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Pump fake you a little bit. Right.
Right.
Got him. Yeah.
So let's just say you're a little older. Successful. Like just more success like you got now, and someone is playing you, like as playing as you in a movie. So what's a story that you would tell them to act in that movie that most people don't know
In the
about?
biopic.
Oh my gosh, why?
So what's a story? Yeah, that it would have to be in that movie, but most people don't know about it right now. And it don't gotta be too embarrassing or whatever, but something that would have to be in there to be accurate.
It's crazy because me and my best friend was on the phone, and she was like, friend, you gotta write a book, because she be knowing stuff. Mind you, this is my best friend from kindergarten, so it's like she knows me better than anybody, and this stuff that she still might not know to this day. So, man,
Keep your circle small.
right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
And just more.
I'm a Taurus. I'm an Earth sign, so I like being out in nature and things like that. And I remember I was like maybe 10, 11 years old, and then I had my younger cousin who's like 6, 7. I'm down at my aunt's house. Mind you, my aunt owns acres of land. Hence why I want to own acres of land in the future. But once her backyard cut off, it was just complete forest, right? Mind you, we're just young thinking, oh, let's just go into the woods, right?
We're Taurus.
Oh, yeah. We're Taurus and a Capricorn. We can do anything, right? So, skipping and hopping through the woods, everything's great, everything's cool. Mind you, it's winter time, which also means it's hunting season, right? This is not a good area for us to be in right now. We probably go a half a mile in until we realize this is a terrible idea. And then we try to backtrack. Couldn't find our way back for nada. Nothing. My aunt comes and finds us probably like 2 hours later. Mind you, we walked up this super steep hill, and we just see a huge field with horses and those huge hay bales and stuff like that. We're like, where are we? Like, what? And all I hear is my name being called in the distance, and I said, thank you, Lord. Mind you, I was talking to him that whole time, okay? So I'm like, I will stop doing this. I will stop doing that.
At 10-something years old, right?
Right.
Help me, please.
I'll give you all my Power Rangers. I swear, dog. Right, I'll give them all to you. Right, Rey Mysterio too. Okay.
So that whole walk back to the house, my aunt was just like,
Switch? No,
never
no, I'm playing.
again. No, it's crazy because my aunt is a Taurus as well, so she's real calm, cool, and collected. But that was probably the first time I ever seen her snap, and I was just like, never again.
That's wild.
Never again. We're real chill until you push us to that edge, and then we snap. So when we snap, just know it's justifiable.
So don't go into the woods and get lost. Yeah, it's pretty much
definitely.
it. And just one more. Who would you want to play you as that? Yeah, that story in the movie. Yeah, who would you want to play you?
I mean, shoot. It gotta be one of them Disney actors. One of them Disney actors. I can't remember her name. She's African American. I think she was also on like one of those blackish, mixed-ish type sitcoms too.
I think I know who you're talking about.
The dark skin with the glasses. She's fire. So.
Marcy Martin, I think. Maybe.
But all them sisters on Disney. Any one of them can play me.
Be glad you're here. God brought her out the sticks.
Serious.
And she's here on 54.
Straight out the mud. Yeah.
You got one?
I got one more before we get to the topics. What's one thing you've learned about the music business that you didn't know before?
Alex knows everything.
Say that again, but
it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, discernment. Like you have people here who are actually trying to put out the energy that they want back, and then you also have people who are just putting out energy just to put out energy. And sometimes you just got to sit there and decipher on who am I going to really sit here and invest myself into. And one thing I always have to tell myself is longevity wise, do I see myself still being a business partner with you in 5 to 10 years or 5 to 10 days? So it's just like, am I really willing to waste these 5 days on you when I could be investing them on myself? No.
Facts. Hey.
No see, no shade.
Alright.
Alright, so let's get into these topics.
NFL, I guess first. You got a team, real quick. I mean, go ahead.
I was a Green Bay fan. I mean,
What
I mean, I still am.
I
I guess my
didn't
heart
cap.
just broke
Yeah.
when Ron Rodgers got hurt, so I was just like, well, there goes that.
You see, true.
Hold on,
Nick, what are you?
No, it's the Steelers.
Wow, that's real. Yeah, okay.
My
Well,
Steelers and Redskins fan.
wow. Okay, Nick, go ahead.
Yes, sir!
I'm a Saints fan.
We have beef. I'm a Giants fan, so what the fuck? I'm from New Jersey, but I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I like the Hanukkah-Waskies. I like the Honolulu Balulus. Like, what the hell? Like, I like everybody else but the New York team. I understand to get hard sometimes. I ain't mad at you.
It sounds like you're a little bit mad because you got.
I'm a New Yorker.
I mean,
Nigga, we bored, man. I mean, I'm not from New York, but I'm a New York sports fan. Yeah, we just mad as
Oh, okay, so now you gotta take.
Just be mad as hell. Yeah. So, but it's all good. We're not
even gonna talk about.
I don't blame you though. I don't blame you.
Because they buns. So what do I look like supporting a team that's not really good? Anyway, but yeah.
Go ahead, Drew.
I just gotta say this.
How about them Cowboys?
And I'm going.
Right. Go ahead, Al.
Hey!
AFC North.
Hey!
Officially.
What?
After the niggas lost 8 games in a row, they still ended up getting the
What
division title.
Hey, bro, Mika
Now let's
Fitzpatrick
run through the AFC.
Super Bowl and winning it.
Now let's run through the AFC North division that they just destroyed and mollywopped. So we have the Pittsburgh Steelers in that AFC North. We have the Cleveland Browns in that AFC North. We have a broken leg Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals in that division, and we have a COVID Lamar Jackson Baltimore Ravens in that division. But Corvette, y'all niggas in there, so I can't hop in on I can't.
Hey, Mika, I see you at the Super Bowl. I see you at the Super Bowl, Mika.
Oh, real quick, Drew, I don't know.
And we went in the Super Bowl.
Speaking of a bum-ass division, Drew, I don't know if you know the scenarios, but real quick for us, in order for us to get in and win our division, because we're so ass that we have to, win a division. All right, so week 17 last week, we got beat y'all asses, and we need Philadelphia to win. Ugh. So we need those 2 things to happen for us to get in. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for y'all.
Philly has to win.
Yeah, the opposite.
Whoever
And y'all gotta beat us.
out of Dallas or the Giants goes to the playoffs.
Wow. So yeah, it's gonna be a bummy ass weekend to see. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But hey man, you know what? I tell you this though, just like Alex, y'all let us win. I'm gonna come in and pop my shit. I will promise you that. Yeah. So we'll see.
Hey, Mika, you know what it is.
So it's gonna be
you know what it is.
We did the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Football Team, or the New York Giants.
What it's gonna
deserve
be
a fourth seeded. That's what you think? It's the ass division for me. But yeah.
Mika, you got it.
Nick, y'all in, ain't it? Yeah, that's like
We're not even.
But here's the funny thing: they're in, but them and the Steelers are going to lose in the first round. So, because they're cursed.
Hold on.
Mister.
Hold on. Can I say something to Drew real quick?
Talk your shit.
This nigga has been telling me Tom Brady's gonna win y'all division.
Oh yeah, tomboy. Yeah, Brady fan.
He was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan for about like half the season. And now the Cowboys are making this.
He likes talent, right?
Popping him over.
And my fantasy squad is like 80% Buccaneers players. Okay. So that's why I'm like, all right, Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, Drew's
Oh
also
yeah,
playing fantasy.
and I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hollering at me, I'm going crazy.
Which is
if I
kind of
win this
hard if you're a
weekend.
real hard fan. I mean, you just get to hop out, hop in, but yeah, but go talk your shit though.
Quarterback,
Talk your shit. Yeah.
I haven't been wanting to hear Drew talk shit all year, especially when we beat Tampa Bay 38. That was the last time. That was the moment
Pure
when I
talent?
was like,
That was the first time we did a playback of what Drew said.
yeah, that was the moment I was like, you know what,
The
Drew,
Saints
get
in
the
the
fuck out
playoffs,
of my face.
man.
You can't talk shit to me
The
for the
Saints
rest
in
of
the
the year.
playoffs.
Tom Brady, hey Minka, is going to the NFC Championship. That's all I'm
Minka,
gonna say.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this in advance. Minka,
shit.
I appreciate that pick six that you're gonna give us in the Super Bowl.
And let's
So,
and before you get hyped, boys, your road to the Super Bowl.
I know.
You're gonna have to play either the Buffalo Bills
Yep.
or the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep. And here's what's gonna happen when we play them. Here's what's gonna happen.
All right.
Minka, you're gonna save the day. Receivers are
So
gonna.
when you got a Tyreek Hill, you know, Kelsey out there, Patrick Mahomes, you know, Le'Veon Bell, you know, and somebody mama, somebody else auntie, me, everybody else.
And he throws it. Minka picks it off.
Against
That's
everybody.
what's happening.
Okay. all right.
Minka's. I appreciate
The
the pick
$500 million man, right? Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it,
Okay,
Minka.
all right.
He's picking it
In
off.
Arrowhead Stadium,
He's taking it to the house.
where niggas can't even breathe up there. But yeah, right, yeah. Right, yeah. So,
Is there anybody else in y'all secondary that's gonna win? Y'all?
Mika Fitzpatrick, yeah.
All right, well, Alex is a
Alex Fitzpatrick, yeah.
I guess they got them to the divisions. It got them to Corvette.
And Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, you know. I think it's been on the COVID list now. I thought I saw.
Nah, I was thinking the same thing, but think about it. It's the last game of the season. I think they're just not playing him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, give him a little break. Yeah, but Minka.
Nigga 83. So,
Yeah, Minka. Appreciate the pick six. Yeah. So.
That's what he got last game?
No, he's going to get.
I'm
thanking him in advance. Yeah. So he might even outdo the James Harrison James. Who knows? Yeah, quarterback. Yeah. Is that what he legit did? Did you do?
I mean, are you surprised? Yeah, the Bengals. Yeah. So
that's Bengal force. So yeah.
All right, so what's going on? Like, I heard Lil Wayne and Young Thug was to battle Lil Wayne in the verses.
He said that's the only opponent for him.
So Young Thug said that?
Yeah.
After
he was
the
saying
Andre
like
3000 comment?
Yeah.
He needs to just sit down and shut up.
And then he said something about Jay-Z. He said Jay-Z doesn't have 30
songs that like the whole stadium could like know word for word.
Young Thug, we don't even know what you're saying. 99% of the time. The only time I know what he's saying is when I have to go on Lyric Genius, and even then I still don't know what you're saying. So sit down.
So does Jade TheDon have beef with Young Thug?
It's not even beef.
It's stir fry. Veggie burger. Yeah.
Nah, it's not Young Thug. I mean, Young Thug has some bops, but
can't cap.
at the end of the day, it's just all
I'm a
boils
stoner.
down
Bruh. I'm talking about that little video with the little two kids, and they suck in the butt. Whoa.
I might know like.
Whoa! You don't know Slat Slime? What?
I don't listen to that kind of stuff, y'all.
My slime?
I just started listening to
a lifestyle. Come on.
Hey!
You know how many cargo pants Alex is dancing to that joke? Yeah. At the top of the I think they let that nigga.
Yeah.
They let that nigga Birdman get him out, Rich. Oh yeah, those are good days.
I mean, if you think about it, if Wayne plays just his mixtapes alone.
Oh yeah, he's capping about the Wayne shit. That's cap. Yeah,
I mean,
you can play it. Yeah.
And then you got the Carter 1, 2, and 3. I mean,
Weezy F Baby and the F is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So think about that.
I mean,
Right? Learn
How unphenomenal it was for him to give Nicki Minaj and Drake's
Masters
over for $100 million when it should have been the bill.
I'm not even gonna cap. I was thinking about that earlier, and I'm like, okay,
Because that hurt my feelings. And that wasn't even my music.
So if you are, I'm just saying this out there to any independent artists who are going to be soon big, do not ever sell your masters. Ever in life. Young Dolph, 2 Chainz, they all own all their shit. So, but if you're a person like Lil Wayne, and you've sold hundreds of millions of records, and you give, first off, all his shit is worth more than $100 million.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
it's just
Nicki
why?
and Drake though, like 100 mil
I mean,
for all of their stuff when it was under Young Money.
devil's advocate, after being, I was gonna say the R word, but after being fadoodled by Beatty for decades of those masters, maybe he was just like, cause think about it, y'all talk about he had those, no he didn't. Beatty had those. He just won that lawsuit to get those. So maybe he's saying, kinda. And y'all saying, oh, I don't think Drake can do nothing about that. Clearly, Nicki can't do nothing about that because that's who it was in the first place. So like, so I'm just playing devil's advocate. Maybe he's just saying, fuck it, kinda like just. But yeah, I'm sure. I mean, yes, that music is timeless. Nigga, thank me later and shit like that alone. Take care and shit like that alone. Like
Moment for
Pink
Life.
Friday, yeah, all that shit alone is just. Yeah, 2010 alone, like all that right there, yeah, like even the Young Money mixtape.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, wrestling niggas don't know what that, but you know, like yeah, honestly, all of that priceless.
Cause I guess.
But you know,
in
but you
my
never get
opinion-
priceless though. Niggas never get what they're worth. Like I always say, like no, we never
You're
get
not
what
what
we're
you're
worth.
worth. You're what
We
you
never,
negotiate.
we never get what we. So everybody's like, we could have got more. When do we ever get like equal?
How's y'all's perspective on people who sign versus people who are independent? I know you just said it, but I know I was having a debate with the artists before, and they were like, "Well, what if you were offered 500,000 for a contract or whatever the case is?" And I just feel like for me, at the end of the day, I'd rather work an extra 5, 10 years for me to be independent, knowing everything I own, and not have to worry about my worth coming from somebody else than for somebody to hand me a piece of paper and say, "Yeah, that's how much I think you're worth."
I mean,
What do y'all think?
personally, okay, if you're on a label, they handle all that shit for you. Promo, you know. I mean,
You can hire
it's
people yourself.
exactly. But most people are gonna go through the
Nick.
label.
Nah, I'm
And that's so easy, Jade. Yeah, you can hire anybody, right? Hiring people is easy yourself, right?
I'm hired at a job right now. Shoot, I can be let go at any time.
No, I'm saying like you were like hire people yourself. Like that's easy, you know.
I mean,
That's
it's
light.
hard either way. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to be under a label, and it's hard for you to hire people yourself. I
So,
mean, as a
so what
business
kind of
owner, I go
card
through
are
that
you
all the
going to
time.
choose? Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's the lesser of two evils. You know, which heart are you willing to go through to get to the destination?
But if you independent, I mean, you really have to be on the grind.
All the time.
I mean, it's.
Can't sleep.
But if you go independent and you hit big, it's going to be worth it.
Oh yeah.
It's most definitely going to be worth it.
I think.
And if people respect your craft and they just like, hey yo, this guy, I can tell in this music that he's more worried about quality
Yeah.
than more than
And
anything.
people see it. That passion, that drive, that hunger.
Yeah.
I think Tyler Perry, like just in business, he was talking about like you know like kind of just being humble and just taking it like I think talking about his plays and stuff like how much like them giving him a certain amount and then like him saying like okay like what happens if I exceed this amount, like what happens if it sells out or if it goes over your expectations, like in theory could I keep it all, and then it's like well yeah that'll never happen, but if it does then yeah sure. So he's just like let them like think that you're like not going to make, and then just take the rest. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like so over kind of like produce kind of pretty much. Like make your numbers that big, and then yeah, because that's how he was able to like get a lot of money and stuff from I think he said his plays. Um, he was talking to Ti on I think his podcast. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely have to watch that.
Mhm.
What about you? Would you rather be independent or on the label?
I guess it just depends. It really, really does. Cause I mean, you know, like she said, I kind of both of y'all said, you're betting on yourself either way.
Mhm.
True talent might prevail no matter what. You know, it's kind of like piggybacking off of both points. Like I said, I love to play both sides. Not really, but like you know, I always think about those things. Cause Nick was like, oh well, if you go independent and you make it big, well nigga, if you make it big either way, yeah. So like you know, everybody
You're gonna
loves
be
it when you
good.
make it. Yeah, like I can be signed, but big, like you know, like everybody loves like if you're successful, you're successful. What? Like you know what I mean? Like you get like it like of course it's always a good story if you make it.
Yeah.
You can be signed and like make it and then buy yourself out your deal and then keep making it kind of like
Yeah.
Eminem had a deal before. 50 Cent had a deal before. Like everybody had a deal before, but it you know Jay-Z had a deal before. Like, yeah, he started to, like, everybody had to, like, do something. Everybody had to sign some type of paper. Yeah. Everybody, whether it's a, and,
It's
another thing,
business,
too,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be signing your soul away, either. It could just be a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
You could be, like I said, in the technology age or the social media age, you can bring your following, and you can come to a company and be like, okay, well, I know how much numbers I'm bringing. Okay, give me this amount of money and we work together now. So it's not just somebody leeching off of somebody. No, it could just be beneficial for both parties.
Symbiotic,
It could be. So, it's just, it's whatever, just really look at your shit.
That's my favorite
Look at your
type
shit.
of business to do, though, is
If you can, like straight up. Yeah, it's just very rare. It's just extremely rare.
Photography and videography and engineering and songwriting.
And that's where, having multiple trades.
Boom, 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 and then we can just collab on something major. Then that's worth more than money to me, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to do something that's going to influence others to be better or change the world in some way, shape, or form. Change one person. Shoot, I don't gotta change the whole world. One person's fine for me.
Just like you and Alex said, so y'all could be eating. Right,
Everybody
eat.
Everybody eat.
Clearly.
We
Whole lot of red.
And one thing, Jesse said, like, yo, if you do sign a deal, please read.
Yeah, just read your shit. That's really what it comes down to. Just read your shit.
Get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer, get a lawyer yourself. Don't get the label lawyer, because they're gonna have their best.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, it's like.
It looks great. Yes,
Here and here.
Don't worry about it. Hold up.
Sign the paper. Yeah, now. It's like, okay. Hell no. Yeah.
He's real stirred.
Yeah.
He always gets what he wants.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sign it now.
Sign it now. Okay. I didn't even mention the paper. Oh,
he gets the best clients.
I didn't hire you.
Everybody signed him. I don't remember doing it. Right.
Wait, who are you? Yeah.
I remember like you said, Mr. Biddle.
It
was you.
Yeah.
You see a nigga come out the closet. But nah, man. Yeah, it's like I said. Yeah, just having understanding. For real, just having that understanding. Both sides can benefit. One side can benefit. Yeah, of course. Like I said, know what you're bringing.
Don't
to the
get
table.
like just caught up on how much money you're seeing, because
some of them are not even seeing that money. That's
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, kind of to add something to that topic, Tiffany Haddish declined an invitation to host like the Emmys or something crazy like that, and they were like, we're not gonna pay for you to get there. We're not gonna pay for you to make artists. We're not gonna pay for you this, that, everything. You're gonna be paying out of pocket. We're just expecting you to show up and do your job, just off the strength of we're the Emmys and we're great. She said no. I'm worth more than that. And y'all know that, but y'all trying to sell me short. So discernment, y'all.
I wouldn't have done that shit either. Having to pay out of pocket for everything. I mean, like.
Yeah, to get there. That's more of a reason why you should be paying.
I wouldn't just get nothing. Don't be surprised if me and Boudreaux and them pull up in the hoopty outside and I ain't got no makeup on and I got what the fuck I want to have on. I got that Giants jersey on. I got that Saquon joint on. Like, what's up? Well, Jesse, what about the makeup? Oh my God, you look terrible. What's up, nigga? Yeah. Yellow teeth and all. Yeah. Jesse and Festus. Don't get mad. So, well, you didn't pay for anything? Yeah, I didn't pay for anything. Yeah, fuck out of here.
My butters on, don't say nothing.
Stomp a nigga out,
Ever in your life.
Pull up in my Def Jam vendettas. I know. That's stomp time. Stop stomping. No doubt.
All right, we're gonna take a little right and go into poetry and politics. Your neck of the woods with this whole stimulus check and.
Let me give y'all the update allegedly. Like I said, last week we were late, so it was a 600. Now Trump is trying to gather everybody, so he was trying to get the 2. And now it seems like he's struggling to get the 2. It seems like this is gonna be 6. We may be wrong. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's 6 now, and I think that's it. Kind of, because I think somebody blocked it, or because they had to go through the Senate last time I checked earlier today.
What's the Senate run by, y'all?
Mitch McConnell. Yeah, that's all I've been seeing all day. Now I'm not gonna act like I know my everything. No, that's all that Twitter. Okay. So y'all go ahead. So it's not 2,000 out. So we can't get the grills like we was gonna do with the big booty Jones. Yeah, I know. We was out there. Me and I was ready to be stunners.
Best believe.
We was ready to get my lifestyle. Happy New Year's. We ready to be lit. Right? Yeah, bikini. Yeah. So.
I had my new chain already ready.
Yes, I did.
$1,000 Gucci though, man.
Facts. And I was going to
That's
Saks.
$50,000.
Facts. Yeah.
Niggas are
Money
icy.
exchange.
So yeah, so that's 600. Allegedly, it could come early as today's Tuesday.
It needs to be
It
here
could come
today.
tonight.
Yeah. It needs like right now.
Right
Yeah.
now, as we speak.
Okay,
Yeah,
so checking in.
I know an FBI agent watching this somewhere. Drop that bread, man.
Yeah.
Quit playing with me.
Nah, yeah. I sleep out the crowd. Yeah, so yeah. Nah, so I guess Trump tried, man. He tried.
He
Last
ain't
thing.
tried. He ain't tried.
What he need? If he really cared,
What
if he
more?
really cared, he would give me $1 million right now and give it to the black community right now. Trump. Yeah, untaxed. Yeah, thank you, facts.
Because that $2,000 might have been taxed.
Yeah. So President Trump. Yeah. If you really care about the black community, wherever you are.
What more do you guys want?
Yeah.
I mean, I give you guys everything. I make them dance.
I already give you EBT
Yeah,
cards.
well, I mean, I got bananas in the back. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, jump. Like, right. Look, so,
1 million to the black community in every single state, Trump.
Mm.
Every single state.
Drew, you hear this, man? Right?
Every single state. 1 million. That's 50 million. And I know you got it.
You know who got it, though? We already got it. We just put it in the wrong place. You know how many millions of dollars go through the black community on a daily basis, and we're giving them to who? The white
I'm trying to do Jump the Wire when you
Not to say anything against Caucasian people. I love my Caucasian people. I love everybody. However, there are some people out here that are not for us. There are also people out here that are skin folk and not kin folk. Okay? And you got people who are being put in certain positions to make it seem like it's safe for everybody to come when really it's only for a certain percentage of folks. So why are we going to all these stores on Black Friday, spending millions of billions of dollars, when we could be going to our local black-owned businesses?
January 1st?
Going on black-owned websites, buying people's merch, things like that. Because just like all these big, it's crazy because you might have all these big businesses like Nike and things like that. They might have a little 10% off sale for Black Friday, but then you got black business owners like, 50% off, 30% off, 20% off. They'll give you better deals and better merch just for you to come
and supporting the community. Yeah.
Exactly. So please stop putting your bread in other people's pockets. Put it back in our pockets, okay? So we can change the school system. We can change the transportation.
And we ain't got to wait on nobody else.
And we don't got to ask Trump for $1 million and ask them for $2,000 or $600. We can just put it back in our pocket.
Get off your ass.
And if you give it to us, we'll take it, but still.
We'll take it and reinvest
make it three.
ourselves, and then, exactly.
I will say one thing that I have been seeing around, like down my Instagram timeline, is people are supporting more black businesses.
Yeah. And I like that.
And you see your peers starting businesses, no matter what it is, and you see, all the comments and like, oh, this is great, this is wonderful, I can't wait, come into your store, buy your shirt. So it is pleasing to see that it is changing a little bit.
Another thing too in the black community that I am seeing more is like mental health awareness and things like that, and emotional awareness and things like black love and things that go on in the household and stuff like that. So I like that. A lot of YouTube places, YouTube pages and Instagram pages and things talking about that, and that's important. So so I like that. I think we're the generation that kind of breaks a lot of those strongholds and things.
One thing I will say about the whole Senate bill, we are begging for our own money back.
Right.
That $2,000 we are begging for, we have been giving in taxes the entire year. So I mean, I should not have to.
Let me get my money. Can I get my money back?
Yeah.
Hey! Can I get my money back? Yeah. Nah.
Quarterback. Yeah.
We'll see. I'll give you a little bit of it. Yeah. So stimuli.
So y'all support black-owned businesses. Support your friends. Like, it is not easy out here being an entrepreneur, business owner, creator, artist, whatever. So if you see somebody see a friend's friend, whatever, doing something that's positive, support it at the end of the day. Because when you decide that you want to branch off and do something, whether it's a business or as an artist, you want that same energy reciprocated back to you. So put up the stuff that you want to get back.
Facts.
If you don't support Jade TheDon, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Then you're not a Don. Yeah.
I mean,
You a lame ass nigga.
Then you're gonna be gone. Yeah.
All right, so 2021 is coming up, and I want to know what is something that y'all are looking forward to. I mean, as far as anything, music, movies, just life goals in general.
Trump peacefully passing over the power to Joe Biden.
That's not gonna happen.
And Camilla Harris.
Camilla.
My dear Camilla.
Yeah.
No, I guess
I
hopefully.
mean,
But go ahead.
we'll see how that goes. I mean,
Yeah.
probably don't want to speak that in the air. It's going to happen, but yeah, just keep an eye out for that.
I hope it happens. I personally hope it happens.
Because this will be the first time in history that it wouldn't
For all
happen.
that,
yeah.
We've never been through this before.
We
If
have.
he, like,
Yeah, I think and this was early on. There's a lot of things that Trump has done that's never been done before. You know, I'm starting to see how much power a president has. Like really, you know, because he's using it. Yeah, every single. You know who else has a crazy amount of power? The Queen Elizabeth. She has stupid power.
first of all,
But you know, that's not.
imagine having Trump as your monarch for your whole life.
He'd like that.
Imagine. We wouldn't laugh.
And, you gotta
We
wait till
wouldn't.
you gotta wait till she go. Like you gotta wait till that nigga
Yeah.
die. Like until he's out, he's up out of there. Like, you
She
gotta-
want to get him up out of here.
She's been living a long time.
A long
It's-
time.
I mean, ain't that hard to do when you don't do
I mean,
nothing?
like-
I mean,
I hear
yeah,
like
we
she
bet
cares
in
about
days.
her public image or something. So,
Oh, yeah.
but she has
Powers.
stupid immunity. Like I just watched the video and I was like, so she can like the whole law enforcement normal police swears to her. So technically she can declare war on any country. She has all immunity.
Anywhere.
Seize land from any person. Like she can't
Don't mean you gonna beat everybody.
Yeah,
but you can stack up. You can
Yeah,
square up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Put him up.
Yeah. So Queen Elizabeth,
Yeah.
you're a real one.
I get, by default.
Yeah.
By birth.
Yeah.
By womb.
Yeah.
I guess, my nigga. I wish
One of these days I'm gonna meet the Queen. So yeah.
All I know is that
Still
if they
rocking.
do anything to my sis over there overseas, to Megan,
I think she's over here now.
whatever they do, just know it will be a war. Okay?
They know better. Yeah, just leave her alone.
Right. Quarterback.
You know
they
how
already
they
did
get.
Diana dirty, which was tragic. So we definitely
Just
don't
leave
need
this
the
one
Queen having a repeat of before.
What movie you
I really do like Harry and Meghan Markle.
I
though.
love them.
Like, that's one like celebrity couple that's like, if I could follow them every day, I would. Like dead ass.
If I
Like
could just have like my couple dates with them and just see what they do, pick up some.
there's very few people that I would be love to meet. Mike Tyson is one of them. You know?
No doubt.
No.
Okay, well then you done pissed him off, idiot. Yeah, which is a smart thing to do. I'm gonna piss Mike Tyson off.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to sleep early today.
Yeah. Good night.
Cancel all my plans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey babe. Yeah, I'm not doing it today.
Yeah.
I'm meeting Mike Tyson early.
I'll see.
I'm having a confrontation
I'll
with
see you
Mike
in a
later.
week. Yeah, it's like.
But
Are you talking about dead or alive or just in general?
What, like Mike Tyson?
Like somebody you might want to meet.
Oh, just in general, like all time.
Uh,
All time. Yeah.
Malcolm X.
I wouldn't mind meeting Harriet Tubman. Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting, Well, I know.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. But also President Obama.
Louis Farrakhan,
Oh yeah.
no doubt.
A young Michael Jackson. Like Jackson
Yeah.
5, like before the skin disease Michael Jackson, right? Yeah. I want before right after the moonwalk, Mike. Like right there, in the movie, like right there, like yeah, when all his brothers and when Tito and them was hating,
Wait, how do you feel?
Before he bought the house, and it's like I can do whatever, like no, Mike, just stay,
It is something.
Joe whoop his ass.
Yeah.
Love you, Mike, but for Michael Jordan too.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike, and now granted, Mike might fucking mean mug you. Yes, I did want to meet. Yeah, that's why that hurt so bad. Cause I was like, man, if I ever make it big, I gotta meet Kobe. Just like kind of how the generation above us had to meet Mike if they ever got big. Like, granted, I've heard a lot of stories on Mike, like Igga niggas though. He's kind of arrogant kind of person, or maybe at least back then. Like, it was one story with Chameleon here. And he said oh hey Mike, nice. I think he met him in the club. He's like, hey Mike, nice to meet you. Something. And I forgot what he said to him. I think he brought like a Washington Wizards jersey for him to sign. And we know everybody looks terrible on that time period in Mike's career. Vacation. But so I think Mike didn't want to sign that. I forgot. It was something that Mike was like, yeah, get out. Like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to talk to you. I think he like ignored him or something like that. So like, there's a couple stories I've heard of that though. So yeah, like
I
you
feel
just.
like when you're so well, okay, you can do what you.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's two sides to everything. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no. Yeah, true.
And it was a gospel artist too, and it was a gospel artist that I loved.
Tea?
Hmm?
Tea? Coffee?
I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Put him on blast, yo. That's what we here for.
I mean,
nah.
We at you.
But I just thought it was wild. Mind you, I was mad young, so it's
No, of course.
Yeah, I
right
get.
past me.
Yeah, I mean, we forget sometimes they're people and they always have to give themselves, kind of like because everyone's always in their private life. Also, I don't know. You can catch people at a bad. I say because some people can cross their boundaries. So I'm not saying you can't be like, all right, chill the fuck out. Like,
Like,
know.
do you remember when that dude kissed Will Smith on the cheek?
Oh.
No cap.
That was funny.
Yo.
That was funny.
Wow.
That was funny. He smacked the shit out of him. Yeah, he smacked the hell out of him.
Yeah, because that's too far. But like if someone's like, hey, like like nice to meet you or something, and like you might be like not feel like it, but like you can kind of give them at least like oh yeah, like not right now.
Hands up, hey, I'm gonna kiss you on the cheek.
chill.
I say one other Biggie, because he's my favorite rapper of all time. Just like being in the studio, just listen to him just go off the dome. Because Biggie didn't write his shit, so just listen to him in the studio, play the beat, and then just go in there and just do it. Like,
That's pretty big. Yeah.
He definitely inspired a couple of my songs, so definitely one of me.
let's see, who else? What else in 2021 is about to come out? Oh,
Aliens.
Justice League.
Oh, I'm sorry. Justice League.
The fuck is you talking
You come
about?
around.
Wait a minute.
Did anybody hear the Playboy Cardi EP?
No.
album
I did.
dropped?
I did.
I listened to about a minute and some change.
Was it
and
that
I had to
bad?
turn it off.
Was it that?
But like I said, y'all, I don't listen to this new hip hop. Like I have specific songs I might like, but I'm not gonna sit down and listen to a whole Young Thug, NBA Young Boy, whatever. Like I'm gonna beef on Biggie before I turn on that. Beef? It's not beef. I just have a particular type of music. I listen to a lot of classical music and jazz too, so that's probably why I don't listen to it.
See, I can see what type of nigga you gonna be. You gonna be the Charlemagne the God.
Right, he's trying to stay the vibe.
Hey, look, I'm just doing 804 podcast.
But yeah, shit. 2021 is.
Hopefully the world opened up.
Yeah.
So we can do all the stuff y'all talk about. Right, yeah. All the capping. Yeah. More cap in 2021. Yeah, we need those. Yeah, we gotta get more cap. Yeah. Cap. Yeah, I need those. I need that. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Headed into 2021. But
Shout out the bomb. Y'all see the bomb coming out, but I ain't gonna say too much.
Bomb!
Bomb. Yeah.
Wrap it up. Come on, yeah. You're a little loud.
FBI! Yeah, they come in.
You're a little loud on that bomb. So, yeah. It needs to calm me down. Yeah.
FBI! It's like, all right, y'all, chill out. Yeah.
all right.
The whole time it's Chesterfield County.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. I see Chesterfield County.
All right, so we got Jesse Wonders, the last one of 2021.
Oh,
Yeah. What does Jesse Wonder?
Jay, what would you think would happen? Or like, what would you do, I guess, if like we just had to go back to Africa? We just had to go back. If we had that monarch, Queen Elizabeth, but we was under the Queen, like Alex said. If we had to listen to shit like that because Alex is King Al, right? Yeah, so we got to deal with shit like that. So yeah, everybody gotta go back to Africa. How you think your life would be day to day? And let's not act like Africa is just all poor and terrible. You can just talk your shit. Yeah, it can be young needs.
First and foremost, I already got my bags packed for Africa. I'm just waiting on Trump to do something large enough for me to actually get my ticket and go. But as of me actually going to Africa, like you said, Africa is a beautiful place. There's a lot of things that, people portray as, they have the slums, they have the poverty, just like America has the slums in Africa, and America has the poverty. We have places that look just as bad as Africa and vice versa. So for us to sit here and turn our nose up at Africa when got wealthy people living in that continent.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid rich.
Stupid rich. I might want to go over to Africa and pick up whatever some trays, whatever, and make it over there, and then bring that joint back to America.
Most people who are from other places, like Africa, and we're talking about a whole continent. I just want everybody to realize that.
It's actually isn't it one of the largest continents?
Yeah.
It actually is the largest
like
continent.
It's massive, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're forgetting like a continent, a whole continent.
I
That's
gotta
like
make sure, my facts are
That's like saying
The YouTube will get our ass. Yeah, right. Yeah. Spotify. Y'all were wrong.
First of all, when I do go to Africa in the future, like willingly go just to like visit, I'm definitely going to Egypt. Like I want to
definitely,
see
my sister, man.
everything.
And for those who don't know, Egypt is in North Africa. It's not in the Middle East.
I want to go to Nigeria too. Yeah, Nigeria seems lit.
Say Cape Town, or was it Johannesburg?
And Botswana.
I wonder what niggas is hooping in that.
I'm weak.
I bet they hooping. Right, get better than me. So,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shut up. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Sit on the bench. Yeah, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit on the bench. Yeah, I'm ass. Yeah. The hell is wrong with me? Yeah. The worst on the continent. Yeah. Like, how do you know I'm that bad?
You need to go back to North America, not the United States.
You look like you're from here, right? Yeah.
You're from North America.
Look like you straight out the Drake video. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Highlight your scholarship for this.
Everest College, look at that.
Not too late.
I guess you got any shout outs? Round table.
Yeah. Shout out our technical producer Drew.
Yes, the boys are back in town.
Yeah.
We had our guy Greg hold it down back there.
Yeah.
He's talking about some Jesus. Yeah, Greg, he's not talking shit right now, but we got our man Drew back. The boys are back, so go ahead, Al.
Most definitely. No, you good. Shout out our boy Devontae, Cole.
Birthday coming up soon.
Yep. Shout out The Bomb. Y'all know we starting another production. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. Shout out our boy Deontay and Shaman and Four Chambers Catering.
Okay. You got anybody? Take your time, so you can get anybody.
Sure.
Everybody. Shout out everybody.
Shout out to Melodic Monday. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Cream of the Crop Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? All that and all that. Y'all ain't at Melodic Monday, so you accept the square, and that's on me, and that's on Bird.
Anybody, Nick?
Just, hey man, shout out to all the 300,000 families that's lost somebody through this coronavirus. I know 2020 has been a long year.
Prayers are with y'all.
But, like Alex said, prayers are with y'all. And if you know anybody with the virus, if you know anybody who's had it, take this shit seriously.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
If you gotta go out, hey man, wear your mask. If you're not wearing your mask, you a bitch ass nigga.
Period.
Anybody else? Nick?
Just, hey man, I'm just gonna shout out the 300,000 families for today. Okay. They the ones that matter.
Yeah, facts. Carl, shout out Carl.
That's my
Carl.
That's my little brother.
Yeah, Carl.
Shout out him.
Carl. Okay.
First, start off everything. Shout out Jade TheDon, obviously, for coming on.
Thanks. Thank you.
Queen, y'all go get that new single. I mean, if y'all don't get that, square, circle, lane, trapezoid, parallelogram, you just ass, nigga. Yeah, all that, all shapes, nigga. You just ass, straight up.
Jade TheDon, you gonna be gone.
Shout out VA Premiere Playlist. Poetry and politics, like we said earlier. Talking about Melodic Mondays, shout out to them, AO Music Group, and their music video, the intro is dropping, it might be dropping now, so it's on New Year's.
Word.
So yeah, the the intro with all them. Shout out to Vibe House, Robert's man. Yeah, they have an EP called Shades of a Heart. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Also, shout out a previous guest, Lil Percy, Extort the Bag 2021. Coming out January 2nd on his birthday, so happy early birthday to you. Shout out to Nico Suave podcast too. Nico Suave, I may be saying your last name wrong. One last thing, the viewers have been saying a lot too, kind of in the comments, kind of social media. A lot been saying they don't like how you've been maneuvering.
I'm sorry.
They, you know,
Oh,
we always get loads of comments saying how they hate Alex, you know, and his swag and how his persona and the energy he brings off, and they just don't like it at all. So once again, if anything you want to say to the haters out there,
Minka Fitzpatrick's winning the Super Bowl. Shout out to the families. And if you're not listening to Jade TheDon, you're gonna be gone.
You might end up in that backyard of hers, like she said, in the sticks somewhere.
Yeah, you might be in the sticks. Yeah.
Go ahead, take us out, Nick.
Facts. Hey.
And we ain't talking about no Queen Elizabeth.
Hopefully. Shout out Jade TheDon for coming through.
Yeah,
we've been trying to get her on the podcast for a while.
I'm happy to be here.
Last podcast.
Last
recording of the year. Y'all see it January 1st.
Yeah. I really do appreciate y'all. I mean, going into a new year, man, gonna be a lot coming. Merch coming. J1Day1 merch coming.
Ooh,
put it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm Nick.
Jesse.
Alex.
This is the 804 podcast.
Alright. So usually a tradition of ours, this hat was bought by Nick, and he was like, you know what, y'all, I bought this ugly ass hat off the Depot. And he was like, bro, y'all want it, we could throw it away. And I was like, you know what, Nick, we can have every guest on the 804 podcast sign it. So usually we will let you sign it, you only see a lot of things and shit, but you know what, it's a new year.
It's a new year, new us. So get
your... I tried like a street cat.
Oh,
yeah. So we got a new hat for you this time.
My leg.
So I'll let you do that. But hold on, but before you do that, it's the dirty ass hat.
The trifling.
Damn. Stomp on, do. Al, if you want it, it's the new year.
Oh yeah, got the Uggs on, so I gotta, yeah.
You want yours to step the Vans.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He kicking better field goals than that thing.
Right here. So, get yours in, Jade. Okay, don't do that.
Oh.
He got insurance. So, alright, so now I'll let you sign anywhere. First one, too. So anywhere.
First one. Like the watch, too.
Thank you.
First one for the new year.
Damn,
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, y'all. And that's just on Kurt.
That's on Kurt. Go ahead and
I'll
swing.
give you $300 million for that Jade TheDon 804 podcast dirty hat, bro. I swear to God, you do that. Quarterback.
Quarterback. Minka Fitzpatrick. Okay, but. All right, appreciate it. And then
Friday night.
Oh, you gotta throw it down though, real quick. You gotta give it a, and then one last stomp wherever the hell it went. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Got my dance skis. Yeah. Shout out to Francis. All right, yeah. We out.